Hello everyone, GHF here. Today we're gonna have a look at the Baby G watch, which is surprisingly as tough as a G-Shock watch. Being, let's have a look at the back real quick, the BLX-102 series, stainless steel back made in China DH, and the special thing is that it has a water resistant to 20 bar and shock resistant structure. So as we all know, most G-Shock is 200 meter water resistant and Baby G is standard at 10 bar or 100 meter water resistant, where in this case, this watch is made to withstand 200 meter water resistance, which means it has the same toughness as a G-Shock watch despite having a Baby G naming on top. So for a quick size comparison, this is it next to a G-Shock mini watch. This one is 10 bar, this one is 20 bar water resistance, so pretty nice. They are small in size, tough as G-Shock, and not to forget the function is incredible, very similar like a G-Lide series G-Shock watch as well. So that's explaining the tight graph display on top. In this case, since it is a Baby G, Casio made it a little bit more beautiful by adding stars on top of that tight graph, so it fits very well with the theme. And you have a second graphics over here, date and time display, pretty large at the center, not as thick, but they are very clear in person. This camera angle is making it look blurry, but actually it is a lot better. Pressing mode button once will brings you into the tight graph mode, where you could swap between date or for the moon age, and also hourly tight as well, very similar like a G-Shock, right? And next we'll have a world time in here to 48 cities, so similar standard as a G-Shock watch, except this one will have a date display as well, so you could know right away whether the time and the date at that specific series, whether it's one day ahead or one day late. And then you'll have yourself a stopwatch too, also 24-hour range. In this case, I already left it running for 22 hours with split time and 1/100 seconds precision with 5 seconds countdown feature. Again, very similar like a classic G-Lide G-Shock watch. Next feature, a countdown timer with auto repeat to also 24-hour range. That is impressive. And lastly, alarm. So this is where the watch is lacking. It only have 3 alarm instead of 5 alarm like most G-Shock, but it do have date setup, snooze function, and signal. So you're only missing 2 alarm, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, one more thing that this watch is missing is the auto light function, in which every G-Lide models G-Shock watch have. It will glows the EL in green colorway, which is not as bright as G-Shock, and it is missing the 2 alarm. That's pretty much it. The rest is very much the same, including the toughness as well. The construction does reminds me like the G7900 because it has this 4 pins on top of this bezel, which is removable, meaning you could customize this 4 thing in different colorway if you wanted to. In this case, it came in turquoise, blue or green, something like that. So there you go. The size of this is 48.8 millimeters for the lug to lug. The width size is 42.3, so almost like a 42 millimeter watch. Thickness is 13.6, so a really small size model, common for a Baby G watch. And for a quick comparison to my GA2100, this is how it looked like, smaller. So you don't necessarily need to buy this exact colorway. There are other color variations out there in black, so if you want to go that, go ahead. This is the obvious one, I mean the prettiest out of the bunch in my opinion. About the watch in use condition, so you'll be able to see a lot of use marks, scratches here and there, but still it is working even after all those beating. This one was released in the year 2012, if I'm not mistaken, making it quite old, so it's quite surprising to see that it is still working. But I've seen common issues that is relating with this watch, being that digital display will start to fade like most Baby G watch does. I don't know why, but something about Baby G watch circuit board construction, it has a little less quality. For example, this one, let me try to show it. Not sure that should do it right. You can see how some portion of that digital display is begin to fade over time. Those are usually related with the capacitors used in there, but it didn't happen with this watch yet. But just so you know, that usually happen And I'm not surprised because this watch indeed was fully made in China, so that probably explains a little bit low quality construction. But still, it has 20 bar, it is solid, it is tough, the fit is incredibly great if you have small wrists. If you could accept Baby G, why not give this watch a shot? So I'm gonna remove my metal NRDG. What is this thing again? I almost forgot the name of all these models. G511D. I'm not planning on making a video on this, but just so you know, this watch is great. The buttons, look at that, it's very big for this kind of model. Look at that, it's so easy to use. It is NRDG. It looks good, but it's a little bit thicker. Okay, now, okay, while I'm wearing this, the price of this Baby G will usually be less than 100 bucks. The retail price is a bit high, but I'm sure if you could buy one of these today at a lot lower cost. I'll add a purchase link as always down in the description box, so you could buy them right away from there, and at the same time support the channel as well. The fit is incredible. You have no extended tongue on this side over here. That's so nice. And even while wearing the watch, the button is still easy to use. That is something that's usually not possible with most G-Shock watches. And it only weighs about 41 grams. Thus, the comfort. So if you could ignore this Baby G name on top, you know what? It didn't really matter. I have a friend who wore Baby G because he didn't like G-Shock since it is too big. So you could wear Baby G if you wanted to though, but just pick a darker colorway. That should be better. Okay, that's all from me to share right now. Thank you very much for watching, guys. This is gshock, and I'm